I'm telling you, Hugh, he might not have put the gun in Sanders' hand, but it was Taggart's speech to the UN that started all this.
William Taggart is nothing if not a shrewd political operator. You know that, David.
So for the sake of appearances, I have to look him in the eye and let him bullshit me?
With a smile. Always with a smile. We'll talk later.
Yeah, you wanted to see me?
Yeah, how you feeling?
I've had better days.
Well, when we're done here, check him at Dr. Markovic at the limb clinic downtown. Get her to get a checkup.
If you insist. Listen, about Sanders?
You did good today, Adam. And thanks to you, Sanders is behind bars. And my lawyers are gonna make sure he pays for what he did. So don't worry about what anyone else says.
I won't. But that's not why I brought him up. Sanders was tricked into attacking us by the hacker I caught going after the Typhoon.
He's the man we really needed to interrogate today.
Exactly. Only he killed himself to prevent any chance of my doing that. That takes real dedication.
Yeah, or training. You're sure he was augmented?
I pulled his cables out myself.
Yeah, well, the police are saying he's not, and they're refusing to let me see the body, no matter how much money I threaten to pull from their retirement fund.
Maybe someone else is offering more. So what do you want me to do, boss?
We have to get a look at the corpse. You still got friends on the force. You think one of them will let you into the morgue?
Depends who I run into.
Get over to the station and find a way inside. Because if that hacker was augmented, his neural hub might tell us who he was. Contact me when you've gotten a hold of it.
Boss, what you're asking me to do, it's not exactly legal.
No, it isn't. You got a problem with that?
As a matter of fact, I do.
Look, Adam. You know the police never fully investigated that first attack, don't you?
Yes, but...
But nothing. We lost a lot of good people, top people. And I'm beginning to think Detroit PD doesn't give a damn. Someone is pulling strings to keep us in the dark.
And in your world, the ends justify the means.
My world is your world, Adam. And if getting that neural hub illegally will show us who's behind these attacks, and maybe even help us go after them, yeah, you're damn right it does. So get going. That hacker's not gonna be sitting still for long. Get over to the station and find a way inside.
Adam, were you just speaking to David? I didn't know he'd finished his call. Is everything okay?
As well as can be expected.
Right, like I know what that means anymore. The phone's been ringing off the hook ever since Bill Taggart's little press conference this evening.
Taggart. Sarah was speaking about him when I walked in. What's the founder of the Humanity Front saying about us now?
Oh, he's all sincere this time, denouncing all the violence that's been committed against us, offering to come here in person to express his deepest sympathies.
Right. No wonder the boss seems grumpy.
Can you blame him? If it were up to Luddites like Taggart, you would have died on that operating table. The problem is, he knows how to play on people's fears.
Tampering with human biology can be pretty scary.
Tell that to all the war ants whose lives have been improved because of it. But if Taggart has his way, if he can sway popular opinion enough, then the United Nations will be forced to take a stand. Mark my words, that man is trouble.
doing here? This is nuts. Hey, Jensen. Man, it's good to see you. I'm glad you're back. How are you holding up?
I manage.
I'm sorry about Megan. I know it must be hard. For a while, we thought you were a goner, too. Everything's going to shit. The attack on HQ, and now this mess with the factory.
Yeah, tough times all around. How about you, Corella? You okay?
I don't know. I fucked up. I mean bad.
What happened?
Well, a couple of months ago, me and Tyndall, you know, one of Pritchard's techs, we started sneaking out some neuropozyne from one of the labs.
Jesus, Tim. You realize this could get you fired. Worse, arrested if the company chooses to prosecute. What were you thinking?
I know. It's complicated. I didn't want to do it at first, but there were good reasons. Anyway, now I want out, but Tyndall has security footage of me stealing the stuff and says he'll expose me if I ever stop helping him. I'm in a bad spot, Adam. I need that footage back. I know you're busy with everything that's going on right now, but I could really use your help.
Neuropozyne. What could you guys want with an anti-rejection drug for augmentation patients? Reselling it? Providing a competitor?
Why do you automatically assume I was trying to turn a profit?
Pretty ballsy stealing a patented drug from a secure lab. How'd you manage to do it?
Both Tyndall and I worked the night shift every other week. I stashed the neuropozyne in a bag while he edited the security footage. Guess he kept part of it.
How about Tyndall? Can't you reason with him?
You could try, but Tyndall's a pretty driven guy. I mean, the guy's like a rock. You need a Casey aug or something to crack him.
I got it covered. What is it exactly you need me to do?
I need you to get back that security footage Tyndall has on me. It's probably in his apartment. On his computer, maybe.
So what? I just look him up in the phone book?
His apartment is near Brooklyn Court. It might be tough to get in because his building has a large security gate protecting it.
Well, that's just great.
Hacking the security gate is possible, but would require advanced hacking skills. You might have to look around for an alternate path. Maybe use the fire escape or something.
And I should care about this because...
Damn, Adam. Are you really going to shake me down like this? That's cold. I'm hurting here. Look, I may be able to get my hands on a weapon mod for you. Jeez, never thought I'd have to buy your help.
All right. Tell me more.
Really? Wow, thanks, Adam. I thought I was done for. The security footage will probably be on his apartment computer. Meet me in front of the subway station parking lot once you get a hold of it.
I got it from here. Mrs. Reed?
Adam, I'm sorry you startled me. And please, call me Cassandra. You and Megan were together long enough. I was waiting for you.
Out here? Why not come meet me inside?
I don't know. I guess I'm just not ready. This is where you work, but to me, this is also the place where I lost my daughter.
I guess I never thought of it that way.
I'm sorry. It's not proper of me to come here and stir up bad memories, especially after what you've been through.
Yeah. A lot of things changed 6 months ago.
I can't get over how much they've changed you. At first, I couldn't even believe you were still alive. How do you handle all of this?
I do what I have to do, augmented or not.
You seem very pragmatic, Adam. Maybe you should be careful not to trivialize such dramatic changes.
Can I ask why you wanted to see me?
Yes, of course. I'm sorry. I'm here about Megan. About what happened to her, or rather, about the investigation into what happened.
What about it?
Well, simply put, I feel something is not quite right with the way the case was handled.
You think there was some foul play involved?
I do. Call it mother's intuition. But when speaking to some of the investigators, there were a lot of inconsistencies. And then I met this detective, a man called Chase. He agreed things weren't handled by the book, although he has no proof.
And now you want to find out more?
I'll never hear my daughter laugh again, Adam. I'll never get a call from her to ask how I've been, or have the chance to ask her about her day. She was stolen from me. However unjustified this all is, I still want to know why it happened. You're not the same, Adam. And we've yet to see if it's for better or worse. But I know you loved Megan. Please, will you help me find out what really happened to her?
Should I expect some form of compensation for this?
Adam, you're serious, aren't you? My God, this isn't who you used to be. I thought a chance to know what really happened to Megan, what really happened to you, would have been enough. Would have been worth your time.
I never got a chance to investigate the attack myself. I'll look into it.
Thank you. This means the world to me, Adam. Really.
The first thing I'll need to do is meet with this detective, Chase.
Good. He works part-time as a security guard in an apartment building on Brooklyn Court. I'll be waiting for you in your apartment lobby once you're done.
Why does a detective need to work part-time as a security guard?
Oh, he retired soon after the case. I don't really know the details. Maybe he'll tell you more.
I'm on it.
Jensen, right? I've heard about you.
Mr. Jensen,
My
I don't know
neighbors
how you
were
stopped
very
that Sanders
unhappy
character,
the
but I'm
hostage
sure glad they
taking
called
the
you in.
plant.
The cops in this city are worth it.
I don't really have any.
2027 and we're still arguing about the
You
damn
seem
environment.
nice and all, but
Conversation here.
See that kid Dominguez broke the strike
Rise and
record
ocean.
last night?
It was already too late back then.
You believe it? You're Jensen, right? I got nothing to say to you. What you did at the plant.
The biomod industry is
If you
going to
see
tear
this
this
line
city
appear to
apart.
you,
Mark my words.
why did you do it? You were beautiful just the way you were.
Damn it. My Wi-Fi's out.
I mean it, man. Get lost.
Right away.
Take a hike.
Hey, pal. I can see you've had some.
My ride was
done,
supposed to be here
and I'm
15
wondering.
minutes ago. I'm gonna keep Hill down.
I ain't got nothing for you. Check with the man. Keep your hands where I can see.
People been saying arms equal progress. Look at me.
Away from him.
Grayson hooked me up with some real.
Yo, you look like the
What
man
you
who
need,
knows where
player?
to find that good shit.
Cause I know where you
Upgrades,
talking
weapons,
good.
stuff like that.
Grayson hooked me up with some real tight merch.
You got anything you want to buy or sell? I'm the guy you want to deal with. Everything's on the computer, right at your fingertips. Be sure to tell all your friends. Just not the cops. How may I be of... See you.
You hard of hearing or something? I ain't got the goods, he does.
My pit bull. Don't be listening to me and my crew, man. Somebody might think you're a narc.
Word.
I'm thinking about getting my pit bull amended. Get him to sign a paw.
Hello there. Well, you must be Adam Jensen.
A keen observation.
Mrs. Reed told me you might pay me a visit. And don't take this the wrong way, but you're kind of hard to miss.
I'll try to take that as a compliment. She told me you might have information regarding Megan Reed's case and the attack on Seraph headquarters.
Oh boy, what a mess. Total pissing match. We had the feds on our ass, orders from 3 different departments, and pressure from so many lobbyists it felt like being the scrawny new kid in the prison shower.
It is a very high-profile case. Mrs. Reed said you thought some procedures were overlooked.
You got that right. I mean, you know how it is. Mrs. Reed told me you used to be a cop. There's always cases where you see the lazy officers taking shortcuts. But this was different.
Different how?
Too much stuff got overlooked. People seemed way too eager to jump to conclusions, and every time I was remotely insistent, I got turned down by ranking officers. People wanted to bury this thing fast. That's never a good sign.
Surely you have something more substantial than this.
Yeah, well, that's where you come in. I got a couple of leads I could never fully investigate. I started poking around, but these government-type agents just gave me the creeps. I got scared. Months away from retirement, I didn't want to fuck things up. But you obviously have the means to get to the bottom of this.
So what have you got?
First off, there's a rumor that the order to close the investigation came from higher up, maybe even outside the local department. Anything like that would have passed through Captain Penn. There might be traces of this left on his office computer.
Guess I'll have to pay a visit to the local precinct.
Well, while you're there, there was an officer assigned to the case, Chet Wagner. He's not what you call a choir boy. And when he suddenly got brought on the case, I got suspicious. Somebody wanted him there. And I'm pretty sure he tampered with some of the evidence. You should talk to him. Find out what he knows.
Okay, I'll have a little chat with Officer Wagner.
You'll most likely find him in the lobby. He got retrograded from his conduct, and he takes depositions now. He won't budge easily, but I'm pretty sure you can find some dirt on him on his desktop. His office is on the 3rd floor. You might find something there to help loosen up his tongue.
Anything else worth looking into?
Yeah, when the order came down to close the case, the bulk of the evidence was stashed in a storage locker. Maybe you can find some interesting stuff in there. It's on the alley right next to the station. The code is 4891. But I know an outside agency had access to that locker, so be careful.
Thanks for the heads up.
It's nothing. And, please, don't bother coming back here with details. Don't get me wrong, I'm glad to help. But the less I know about this case, the better I'll feel.
Why retire from the force only to become a security guard? I mean, it looks like you still love the work.
I love the idea of being a cop. Ever since I was a kid, I wanted to join the force. But I just got fed up. It's not like I had imagined it. It's a job. Some people are good at it, while others just don't care. And it shows. This case, the Seraph case, it was just the last drop in a cup already full.
You said an outside agency may have tampered with the storage locker. What did you mean by that?
Well, I've seen, I've heard that government agents may have locked up some of the more sensitive evidence in a safe inside the locker.
Come on, Chase. What are you not telling me?
Damn it! Okay, listen. I snooped around that locker before and found the safe code. But I kinda got caught by one of those guys. He knows I know, Jensen. If I give you the code, they'll know I talked. Call me negative, but I can't think of a nice outcome to that.
How did you get assigned to this case?
I didn't push for it, if that's what you mean. To be honest, I didn't want to get involved.
Why not?
I was an honest cop, Jensen. I always tried to conduct myself in accordance with the law, with procedures, and what I believed was right. Not really the standard MO for a case like this.
That's all I need for now.
I can never thank you enough for what you did.
Welcome. I'm glad you came. I can never properly repay you for what you did, of course, but I would like to help out any way I can.
What'd you have in mind?
There's a gentleman named Sarah who works in the area. His business causes him to move around quite a bit, but at the moment he's occupying an apartment in a building on Earl's Court. If you mention my name, he'll give you a discount on his wares. He deals in, well, he's a gun runner.
How does a guy like you know someone like that?
Growing up in my old neighborhood, you learn pretty quick to cultivate certain types of relationships. You'll remember his name, won't you? Sarah, like the painter.
Maybe that extremist will come to a senses in prison. There's always a chance.
Access granted.
I don't care what some of the other folk at the office say about you.
Without them Ogs, you know.
You heard me.
No.
Get lost before I make you get lost.
This city is one big gutter and always will be.
You think this is bad? I broke my leg 10
Hey,
years
pal,
ago and it ain't never
You got
really
any change in that fancy coat?
Access granted.
Yo, Tyndall! I know you're here, man! What? You think you can just cut me off? Come on, man! I need my new pop!
Jensen. What are you doing here?
I think you know why I'm here, Tyndall. I want Corella's security footage back.
I don't know what you're talking about.
I'm Seraph Industries' chief of security. I'm pretty sure I can find out about an edited security tape, so don't bullshit me.
Ah, shit. Listen, Jensen, I never wanted things to get this bad. I'm not a bad guy. I feel for Corella, I really do. But sometimes, for a good cause, you have to get your hands dirty.
Oh, there's a good cause now?
Oh, I see. You think I'm selling the stuff, right? I understand why this would seem like an obvious motive, especially to an ex-cop. But trust me, you shouldn't always take things at face value. I'm not selling the neuropazine, I'm giving it away.
Giving it away? To who?
To the people who need it. You think everyone gets augmented by choice? No. Shit happens. And then what? You're saddled with neuropazine injections for the rest of your life, and that shit costs money. But what choice do you have? Without the drug, you'll die. Rejection syndrome, crippling pain. That just ain't right. So I did the only decent thing to do. I stepped up.
I can respect that. But blackmail is still blackmail. Corella wants out, and I'm here to make sure he gets out.
Man, this whole thing is becoming way too much trouble. I've even got 2 local pushers on my back because they say my philanthropic actions are undercutting their profit.
That's not your only problem. A gun-toting client was waiting for you in your apartment earlier.
Really? In my apartment? Shit, the dealers probably sent him. Tell you what, I'll deal with the client later. You take care of the dealers, and the footage is yours.
You're better than this, Tyndall. You know Corella doesn't deserve this. You have to do the right thing.
You're right. This isn't fair to Corella. But I'm doing what I have to do. I am doing the right thing. Look, I told you. If you want me to give you that security footage, you're going to have to get those pushers off my ass first.
Okay, I'll help you out. But you better not be playing me.
You give me way too much credit, Jensen. I'm a security tech, not a hardened mobster. The 2 pushers go by the name PG and BK. They hang out in the alley near the basketball court. Just make sure they never bother me again.
You're asking me to kill them.
Well, that's a bit drastic, isn't it? But it's your call, as long as you leave me alone. The important thing is you need to take care of both of them.
You hear what Lazarus been saying? This country's
Sanchez
falling
is
apart,
right
man.
on. You see
States
a
are
report
looking
on
to leave
people
the union.
voluntarily amputating themselves and getting augmented?
denied.
hell was that? Who's that?
Look, I told you.
I've taken care of the dealers. Now hand over the footage.
Thanks, Jensen. Listen, I know it's not something you did from the bottom of your heart, but still, you saved my ass. Here's your footage.
Listen, Tyndall, I know you're trying to do the right thing. But we have to do things by the book, or we'll just have chaos. I'll put you in contact with someone inside Seraph Industries. They may be able to get you neuropazine for those who need it.
Seriously? You'd really do that? Wow. I never would have expected this from you, Jensen. I really appreciate this. Tell Carell I'm sorry. Thanks, Jensen. I guess I misjudged you.
Did you get it yet? Adam, please. You have to get that security footage back.
I got the footage. You owe me one, Tim.
Yeah, you got that right, Jensen. I mean, thank you so much. This is my life I just got back. Here, there's the weapon mod, as promised.
Listen, I know you were trying to do a good thing, and I respect that. But you should do it through proper channels. Next time you might not get this lucky.
Yeah, you're right, Adam. I know you're right. Listen, thanks again.
I heard they want to give David Seraph the key to the city.
Please move along.
Sorry, bud.
You look like you're built for trouble.
Ah, Mr. Jensen. David Seraph told me you'd be dropping by. I've just been reviewing the test results we received on you last week.
Should I start rolling up my sleeves?
Surprisingly, no. I see no trace of glial tissue buildup in any of your charts.
It's been 6 months, Doc. Shouldn't I be on neuropozyne shots by now?
One would think, but these test results show no signs of implant rejection. If anything, the bond between tissue and electrodes seems to be getting stronger.
So I'm free to go?
Well, Mr. Seraph did ask me to discuss another topic with you. You are aware that several precautionary measures had to be put into place during your first surgery?
Not all of my implants were switched on, I know.
The damage caused by the hematoma had to be taken into account. Your brain needed time to recover, to get used to the mechanical neural processors and turn them on naturally over time.
Cut to the chase, Doc. What does Seraph want?
He feels that you might be ready to speed up the activation process using special software known as Praxis Kits.
You mean I don't have to wait for my augmentations to kick in naturally anymore?
You can, if you prefer. But Mr. Seraph did make a generous donation to LIM in your name, thus ensuring that Praxis software linked to your particular neuro enhancements would always be available to you and you alone. Please, take a look.
Dr. LeBlanc, code blue. Dr. LeBlanc, code blue.
Very well, Mr. Jensen. Use it in good health.
I'm here to assist customers who have not
Were you
purchased
around
a
for that
special license
protest
through
earlier?
our partnership
I
program.
wasn't sure I'd be able to get in here, and I'm overdue for my neuropathy.
It's expensive, but you gotta look at it as an investment in the future.
Getting Ogged is the way to go, man. How are
I'm
you
just
gonna defend
getting a
yourself in
minor
today's world without Ogged?
neuroprosthetic upgrade, but even so, it's stressful.
I've never been under anesthesia before. Is it true they stop your heart? Wow.
If you're here for some
Sorry,
work,
I was just
please go to the counter.
looking at that scar on your head. I've never been under anesthesia before. Is it true they stop your heart and the machine does your breathing?
More of that. I know it sounds a little hair-raising, but every day, several times. If you're here for some work, please go to the counters.
Protesting is not.
Sorry.
Go
but I'm
on
in the
in.
middle of something.
Protesting is
People
not
see
against the
conspiracies
law.
everywhere.
I know that.
They're saying that
Adam,
You look like
are you
you're
finished at the clinic?
For now.
Good. Right now I want to know who that corpse is. Head over to the police station and get his neural hub. And Adam, if you can't talk your way in, consider making a strategic retreat. There's gotta be another entrance on the side of the building.
Is there a problem, sir? The city's a little quieter now that the limb protest has broken up.
Nothing personal, but I don't want to have anything to do with you.
Take a hike.
Beat it, loser.
I love Detroit.
I'd advise you to stay away from the BRB gang.
You like baseball? You looking for something? Lose some fun.
I can do that.
These anti-limb, anti-og idiots who send money to the Humanity
Pal.
Foundation.
I don't mean to...
Jensen, right?
But I think the people...
Wish I could afford first-rate stuff like that.
Oh man, what's up, dude?
jacket.
You lost or something? Oh man, Eliza is so hot.
What's all the fuss about this augmentation technology?
Fucking Motor City bangers.
Hey,
who they think they are?
You look like the kind of guy who's not gonna lay his hands on.
Whoa, man. That's some getup you got. What you trying to
Whatever
hide?
happens, my man, don't let them scare you. Don't let them beat you down.
You hear what that Pikers bitch was saying? The resurgence of Detroit.
Look at you, man.
You don't belong
Another
here.
sucker
You
who bought a
sure you
bunch
think
of
belong
cars.
goddamn somewhere.
Super soldier or something? I heard about them on the radio.
I never let T-Boss people look at me with no card. I find them nasty.
Hey, sweetie.
You wanna
Damn,
have
you
some
cute.
fun?
I think they're kind of cool.
Yeah, to me, it's a love.
Hey, Jensen.
All the ones hopped up on me. Yeah, at least that no-pose drug, the odds thing, don't make them all up.
You looking for something?
Jensen. My God, it's been a while. Remember me? We used to work the old 17th precinct back in the day. Man, I wish I could go with the good old you haven't changed at all bit, but that'd be complete and utter bullshit, right?
Yeah, I guess that's one way to put it. I like your new style. A bit revealing for my taste, but not entirely unappealing.
Oh, yeah? Well, don't get your hopes up, big boy. I'm undercover, keeping tabs on derelict row-ballers. I've got a hunch something big's coming.
Why do I get the sudden feeling you're about to include me into that something big?
Because you're clever. That and the fact that, well, it's pretty obvious. But jokes aside, you couldn't have come at a better time, Jensen. This case I'm on, we're stalling and we could use a little external help.
Go ahead.
I'm with IA now, and we're working a sting on a dirty cop named Jack O'Malley. Elusive motherfucker. I mean, Men in Black elusive. We know he's involved in drugs, weapon dealing, tied into the gangs. But he's clever, and we just can't seem to pin anything on him. I swear he's got friends in high places.
Okay. And where do I fit in all this?
You're an outsider. You can go places we legally can't. I need someone to do a couple of things. Break into his apartment, sneak into DRB territory, and finally, go undercover posing as a hitman. This guy is nothing minor, Jensen. He's the real deal. Major player, major consequences. We have to get him before shit hits the fan. You in?
I haven't walked the beat in a while. Could you give me a quick sit rep of the local gangs?
You know, gangs are not the finest example of evolution, if you catch my drift. Everything's pretty much the same. The derelict row-ballers are still dealing and stealing, getting into fights with Augs, and defacing augmented people's property.
Yeah, right. Upstanding citizens.
And then on the other end of the spectrum, you have the Motor City Bangers. Ignorant scumbags just like the DRBs, only some of them are augmented scumbags.
How about the target, O'Malley? Got any more info?
He's a cop, but he went on assignment with the feds for a while. No reports, no address, nothing. We're pretty sure he got tied up in major covert ops, but never got anything solid on him. He has a badge, but he doesn't feel like a cop at all.
Can't let a guy like that roam free. I'm in.
All right then, let's get to work. Like I said, I've got a couple of very promising leads, but O'Malley's got friends among the powers that be. I wouldn't be able to get my hands on a warrant, even if I had footage of the perp confessing in real time as he's finger painting his motive on the wall in the victim's blood. So I guess we're gonna have to break a few rules.
Okay. But we have to be careful how we handle this. It could discredit your investigation.
True, but thing is, Jensen, it's either this or there simply won't be an investigation. You know me, I usually play by the book. Only this time, the bad guy's a friend of the publisher.
So what am I looking for in O'Malley's apartment?
Information, drugs, weapons. Basically anything you think can be used to build a stronger case against him. The more you get, the better.
Okay. What's this about getting into DRB territory?
Yeah, I needed to get in there and track down a shipment of weapons for me. We managed to gain access to solid information that will tie it to O'Malley, but I need proof it's really there. They've probably stashed it around somewhere.
A cop dealing weapons to a criminal anti-Aug gang? Not a pretty picture.
Got that right. I guess we both agree. Nothing good can come out of this, huh? I don't know where exactly the DRB's cache is, but I know there's a bonus for you if you manage to sneak in and out without being spotted. Would make shit easier to handle on my side.
What about the undercover assignment? Posing as a hitman?
O'Malley's crafty, and even a bit paranoid. He's always using proxies, scapegoats, and red herrings to get us off his ass. But after months of schmoozing, we finally got through to one of his guys. Turned him into a mole. He provides us with information, stuff like that.
And he's gonna be my way in?
Exactly. Yesterday, another one of O'Malley's guys whacked someone, a drug dealer. There's a witness, but we don't have any details. O'Malley does, and he wants someone to take care of the mess. The usual guy just got busted for possession, so the contact will send you in to pose as his replacement. O'Malley will be waiting for you in an alley next to the police station.
And you want me to milk him to get the info on the witness?
You haven't lost your touch, Jensen. We think O'Malley will ask you to retrieve the murder weapon, use it to kill the witness, and then plant it on a scapegoat he can arrest later. What you need to do is get that weapon and bring it to me.
And what about the witness?
We're almost positive he's a member of the MCBs. Once you know the location, you'll need to get there, take care of any opposition, and prep him for retrieval.
Prep him?
Well, you know, he's a gangbanger, Jensen. He's not going to turn in peacefully, but we need him alive. So I guess you're going to have to play this one macho and knock him out. One of our guys will then just happen to stumble upon him. You know, serendipity.
Okay, let's do this. You can contact me on my info link if anything comes up.
Excellent. Oh, and Jensen, one last thing. To protect my cover, it'd be better if you only contact me again once you've taken care of everything.
There's just something about a man who's augmented.
How about a little sugar, baby? We'll give you a motel.
Whatever happens, my man,
I ain't
don't
proud.
let them
I'll
scare
take
you. Don't let
Keep
them
money.
beat you down.
Hey, try
Don't
not to
even
start
think
any
about
trouble.
starting any trouble.
Hey,
Pal, I can see you had some work.
Damn cops took my license.
You ever get the feeling you're being watched?
And I know just how to do it, too.
If you see any sign of purity first agitators on the streets.
All the media speculation surrounding that
I don't mean to
hostage
judge,
situation in
but I think the
Detroit has
people who
just
choose to
blown
augment
over.
themselves.
I can't believe people are so ignorant they would protest
Don't
in
get
front
me
of a
started
limb
on that
clinic.
liberal crap.
Yeah, hang on just a sec. Shit. Jensen?
Haas, surprised to see you here.
Yeah, well, I guess you're better at looking out for yourself than I am.
I don't have time for your self-pity. I need to get into the morgue.
That's it? Oh, forget it. I don't know what's going on with that body down there, but my orders come from the brass. No one gets in. First thing you say to me after almost 2 years is you want something?
Should I have given you an order? You've always been very good at following those.
God damn. Where do you get off being so self-righteous? You think I like this? Look at me. From SWAT team commander to a crummy desk sergeant in the 2-bit precinct. I don't need this from you. I get enough of it at home. So either come up with something better than your usual attitude, or you can just forget it, because you came to me.
You think I knew you'd be here? I'd have been just as happy without ever seeing you again, believe me. But I need to get into the morgue, so just open the door and stop getting in the way when innocent people are in danger.
You don't get to bully me, Jensen. You're not my boss anymore. After 2 years, you got a lot of nerve to come here and talk to me like this. Don't you care that my job's on the line, that I need it? I could just... You better tone it down, I'm warning you.
Don't put this on anyone else. We both know the real reason you're stuck here is that you feel guilty about what you did. And until you face up to that, this is where you're gonna stay.
Oh, that's right. It's time to blame Wayne again. I'm fully aware what I did back then. The call was made, I took the shot. I killed the kid, and nobody else had to carry it. What kind of sick bastard comes around after 2 years and reopens a wound like that?
Wayne, are you getting careless? That empty pill bottle in the trash over there. Didn't you know antipsychotics are included in the force's zero-tolerance drug policy?
I only need them until I get things sorted out. You can't do this. It's not right to use them against me. They'll fire me if they find out. I'll lose my pension, everything. But you would, wouldn't you? Fine, you're cleared. I'll tell the guys to let you through. But I'll never forget this. That's a promise.
I don't
Get
know.
lost. I mean
was
it.
A demonstration at the limb clinic. Sounds good. Later.
Jensen,
What the hell are you doing here? Station's supposed to be off limits to all non-essentials. You don't even fucking work here anymore. That's right, off limits. I heard orders came down from pretty high up. If I had to guess, it has to do with that body in the morgue. That's right, off limits. I heard orders came...
Are you supposed to be here, sir? I thought the station had been locked down. I suggest you conclude your business and get out.
This is Eliza Cassan, reporting to you.
No trouble tonight, right?
All the media speculation surrounding that hostage situation in Detroit has just blown through the roof, thanks to the arrival of William Taggart.
You're Jensen, right?
So you're saying your neighbor knows something about these disappearances?
One of the boys who went missing lived in my building. I used to argue a lot with my neighbor Casey.
What did they argue about?
The boy used to listen to that conspiracy DJ, Lazarus. Excuse me, but...
It's a busy day. Wait your turn.
...or something very important. The boy used to listen to that conspiracy.
Lieutenant Enfadake, line 3. Lieutenant Enfadake, line 3.
I recognize you. Seraph Industries Security.
You're making more of a difference. Hear about that shipment we just got in? Cannot
You a delivery
You're
guy or
loaded
something?
with gear. Hear about that shipment we just got in? Are you supposed to be here, sir? I thought the station had been locked down. I suggest you conclude your business and get out.
About time. You the home sec guy I was ordered to wait for? Tell Manderley I didn't get the memo until I was halfway through the autopsy. By then, it was too late to close him up again.
Right. So you recovered the neural hub?
Tricky bit of work that was. A few inches lower and the bullet would have fried more than just the pedal connectors. As it is, I can't guarantee you'll get anything useful out of it, other than the fact that it's been modified.
Modified? With what?
Some kind of wet drive. But hey, I didn't look. Ultraviolet means ultraviolet, and I know how touchy you guys get when it comes to matters of national security. He's all yours. The hub's been detached, but I left it in the skull, as ordered. Now, if you'll excuse me, I got paperwork to fix.
Boss, I got the neural hub. Looks like it's been modified with some kind of wet drive. Pritchard should have a look at it.
No, don't bring it here. Frank's not finished running his diagnostic, and I don't want to risk connecting any tech to our networks till he's done.
Especially if the tech is military. So what do you want me to do?
Take the hub to your apartment. I'll have Frank contact you there.
What do you want now? Looking the other way for you guys is one thing, but I'm not gonna help you carry him out of here. You're supposed to have a partner for that. Where the hell is she? Wait a second. There's supposed to be two of you. A tall chick and a blonde lieutenant. But you're not blonde. Shit!
Access granted.
Campbell's doing an autopsy on that John.
Hello? Seeing things, hearing things. I need a vacation.
Hello?
Come to gloat, Hanser? Enjoy it while you can. I won't be here long.
That's pretty optimistic talk from a guy facing terrorism charges.
Ain't gonna be any charges. You think your boss is the only powerful man in this city? The way I figure it, DA's getting a phone call right about now.
Yeah? Well, I know the DA. He can't be bought.
Ain't about money, Cholo. You and your company, you're fucking with nature, trying to control human evolution. But you got no clue what the real cost of your tinkering will be. Thank God a lot of other men do. Powerful men. Powerful enough to pick up a phone and get me free. Just watch.
Are we talking about your brother?
You stay away from him, Hanser. You even think about going after him. Oh, fuck it, man. You don't know nothing about my brother and me. We're done here.
This ain't no zoo, you jerk. Besides, if it was, you'd be the freak everyone would come to see.
Offer my deepest sympathies and assure him that these attacks are in... My people have worked tirelessly to find a peaceful solution to this dispute, and I unequivocally deplore the methods used by these hostiles.
That's far enough. This is a restricted area.
You supposed to be here, sir? I thought the station had been locked down.
Access granted.
Jensen, what the hell are you doing here?
You supposed to be here, sir? I thought the station had been locked
To meet with David Seraph in person, to offer my deepest sympathies and assure him that...
Access granted. Access granted.
Situation.
Is there something I can help you with, sir?
We're gonna stay here until I get some answers, kid. We're talking about
I
some serious
recognize
fucking
you.
crimes.
Seraph
Crimes?
Industries
What are you talking
Security.
about, man?
Jesus.
My brother's missing and you want to charge
You're making
him?
more of a difference working
All
there
right.
than we are here.
What the hell are you doing in here?
Which one are you? Good cop or
Keep
bad
that
cop?
weapon holstered,
right.
sir. We've had enough action for
again.
one night.
Yeah,
On the top.
you were a good cop.
When was the last time you saw Lucky?
But you're lucky you got
Who was
out.
he with?
I told you. It was like a week ago. We was hanging with some old friends.
Old friends. That's far enough. This is...
Access granted.
They're taking our kids to these secret camps that have been springing up everywhere across the country and not even telling the parents. But what are these drills for? Well, they're to introduce them to REX-84. The ADEX place of the future. They're saying, here you go, children. This is what happens when you speak up and you this is what you get for demanding the truth, Georgie. This is what happens. Kick it in the ass from the international.
custody this evening.
Access granted.
Jensen, what the hell are you doing here? Station's supposed
It's
to be
this
off
movie from-
limits to
look at
all
this guy.
non-essentials. You don't even fucking work
I think
here
we were just talking about you, pal.
Nice digs. Hey, you ever heard of this 80s movie?
It's this movie.
Anyone ever tell you got that movie star look about you?
It's this movie from the 1980s about this cop. He gets all shut up and gets rebuilt as a cyborg.
Is that with Van Damme?
No, that's something else. I'm surprised you never heard of it. It takes place in the future Detroit.
I guess I'm just not in.
Son of a bitch! Hold it! That's as far as you go!
It's this movie from the 1980s about this cop. He gets all shut up and gets rebuilt as a cyborg.
Is that with Van Damme?
No, that's something else.
Nice digs. Hey, you ever heard of this 80s movie?
Taggart went on.
Access granted. Access granted.
Springing up everywhere across the country and not even telling the parents. But what are these drills for? Well, they're to introduce them to the future. REX-84 is the 8X. They're saying, here you go, children.
Have worked tirelessly to find unequivocally deplore the methods used by these hostage takers. Now, that being said, regrettable affair. I'd very much like to meet with David, Sarah,